It's election season. We've got a number of local races happening throughout Eastern Idaho. In Idaho Falls, we've got a race for mayor and city council. I'm in studio today with James Skinner. He's one of three candidates vying for seat 6. Young guy, 23. James, thanks so much for coming down to the studio and talking to me today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, sir.
So, let's talk about why you decided to run.
Yeah, so I'm deciding to run to represent my younger generation and the working class, as I feel like today they're not being represented well, and hoping to build the best version of our city possible.
So yeah, elaborate on that a little bit. Why don't you feel your generation is being represented well?
Yeah, and I guess because I feel like our city council is more interested in the people out of state than the people who already live here right now. And right now, my younger generation is trying their best to gain a job here. Job opportunity and growth is a very big struggle here. So I feel like internships are hard to get. I'm trying to get an internship myself, and that's been very hard to get. And even after college, I'm also, like many other students, worried about how I'm going to gain a job, and also housing, and just the struggle of communication between our city council and the community as a whole has been very difficult for everyone.
If you're elected, what are some things you plan to focus on?
Yeah, so the three best things I'm focusing on right now is housing, job opportunity and growth, and then, like I said, just the communication is a big factor between the residents of Idaho Falls and the city council, I believe, are what many people are looking for.
So now this is your first time holding public office?
It is indeed, yes.
A new experience for you.
Yeah, a very new experience, but I'm excited to learn, I'm excited to work hard, and I'm hoping that a lot of people will give me their voice so I can listen and hopefully best serve them the best way I can.
So James, you're 23, lived in Idaho Falls since you were 3, so basically your whole life.
Basically, yeah.
I am curious how you got interested in politics.
My family and I love politics. You know, we listen to the news very daily, and we've always researched. You know, my grandfather was himself a state senator back in Florida a long time ago.
What was his name?
His name was Cheryl Pete Skinner, senator of Florida, state senator of Florida back in his time. And
oh, interesting.
yeah, so he's not well known, but he did do a lot of things. I'm not I have to go read it because it's mostly on paper, like old paper news rather than the media, but I would like to share that hopefully someday, and that's kind of been my inspiration, you know, and I love history and I've always loved politics.
You're attending College of Eastern Idaho?
Yep, that is correct.
Currently, what's your major?
My major is cybersecurity, is the major.
After graduation, what are your career aspirations? What are you hoping to do for a living?
I've been actually contacting INL, you know. That is definitely the place you want to be when it comes to cybersecurity awareness and working there. But that's, yeah, I guess just just INL basically.
Yeah.
It's been my dream job right there because I love what they're doing. I think they are the future of when it comes to our nation, when it comes to nuclear and cybersecurity protection.
But if you're elected, you could quite possibly be the youngest person to ever be on the city council, or to hold office, for that matter, in the city of Idaho Falls.
Wow.
So if that's the case, how do you feel about that being a possibility?
I think that sounds like a pretty cool thing to hear. I'm hoping to my goal is to become just the best city council member in the seating, but yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool, just be the youngest in the council in history.
Do you have any specific goals if you're elected to get people of your demographic, your age group, more involved in civics, local politics? That tends to be a thing that your age group doesn't follow. Yeah,
so actually I'm hoping to hopefully soon contact with College of Eastern Idaho because I'm actually, one of my goals is to contact businesses and our colleges, and hoping they can work together to create these training facilities, because a lot of the problems right now is these businesses are requiring you to have a few years or months of experience before you can even be qualified for the job. So I feel like if we got them to work together and to hear all of our students' voices and their concerns, I feel like we can work together so they are ready for the job force and that they're not being shut off.
To remind those of you watching, this is James Skinner. He's a candidate for City Council running for seat 6. He's one of 3 candidates competing for this seat. Election day is November 4th. James, this has been great. Thank you for coming down to the studio. Anything else you want to say to voters?
No, I guess I would just say go out and vote. You know, your voice matters, and what you do will, hopefully create a positive effect.